She wants her students to be the best in all areas of their learning. She challenges them daily to stretch their personal knowledge just a bit further. It is my pleasure and honor to introduce Mrs. Colette Hayes to the Granite School District Board patrons guests. Colette.
The title Teacher of the Year from among 3,500 of the state's finest educators is an honor worthy of this veteran teacher. And the credential also speaks to the work and educational ethics of the scores of teachers, staff, and administrators who serve in one of Utah's finest elementary schools.
Hola, Millcreek Elementary students and teachers. Welcome to school today. Please stop what you're doing and listen to this morning's announcements. Today is Thursday, February 7th, 2013. Harmon's grocery store.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for...
La 1. Entonces eso vamos a cambiar. Es un borrador.
Welcome to Millcreek Elementary School. In this contemporary education system, multiple languages are spoken. And not to accommodate only native Spanish-speaking students, but to provide every student with the ability to speak in two languages, English and Spanish.
De 2 a 3. ¿Otra vez? 5.
Language immersion programs not only accelerate students' acquisition of a second language, they enhance learning in other school subjects.
It is incredible what they know because I worked with junior high kids and it's the normal language teaching setting and these kids have more understanding than a 7th, 8th, 9th grader and use of the language in an everyday kind of context. It opens up doors for them, lots of doors, because now they have a second language behind them. And if they go all the way through 6th grade and hopefully beyond junior high and high school and into college, they can even take it into college, but going up to high school is going to give them that second language that is going to help them get more jobs, be able to help the community more, be able to help out other people in that second language that they'll have. It'll be theirs.
Research supports that the dual immersion, putting students learning a foreign language, a non-native speaking language at an early age increases their cognitive abilities as they grow, and they're able to transpose that into their English learning as well.
In Millcreek Elementary, English and Spanish are not the only languages used.
A, E, H, E, R.
Among Millcreek Elementary students are those from the Utah Deaf and Blind School. Here, these students not only learn different language skills, including typing, reading Braille, and typical academics such as spelling.
Is that vocabulary?
No.
Writing nice and neat.
B-O-E-T.
Yes.
Writing nice and neat.
Okay, space a couple of times.
The partnership between Millcreek Elementary and the Utah School for the Deaf and Blind brings multiple benefits to all students. While the hearing and sight challenge students enjoy being with their fully abled classmates, all of Millcreek students and teachers receive benefits here that no other school experience can provide. Sharon Zinger is herself a visually impaired teacher.
My students are taught Braille skills, orientation and mobility. We are working on different types of technology so that they can learn how to run the computer, run Braille notes, run Braillers, learn Braille. I have students of various ages that are learning Braille.
And what do the fully abled students gain? In addition to associating with students of differing abilities, Millcreek students now have access to technology that is part of the Deaf and Blind Students program.
It's very engaging for the students to be able to use the iPads to accomplish course standards, and it also helps the students to be ready for the real world. We live in a technological world, and this really helps to prepare them for their future.
Today, Millcreek students are using iPads to record the effects of static electricity.
We are rubbing a jacket on our head to make static electricity. And then we put our hand to see if it goes up or not, and it connects to our hands.
We just took a really cool video of static electricity.
What happened?
Her hair just ran off.
Another is documenting the characteristics of various rocks.
So we need to sort them into 3 groups based on their characteristics. So does anybody have any ideas for what groups you might want to make?
And understanding words in the German language.
The verb is haben. It means to have. So we need to write down the verb and its English meaning.
With the extra technology, teachers, and languages, Millcreek students become better prepared for a changing world.
There absolutely is. All of the ability levels we have in our classroom come together to make us who we are. It's our community, and it shows us how to be accepting of other people that maybe aren't the same as us. Maybe we have differences, but we are all friends in here, and it's been great socially for the general education students and the students that are in the hearing impaired program here at USD. And it's also been wonderful because the hearing impaired students have a lot of access to technology, and that gives our general education students access to that technology as well when they're all integrated together in the same classroom.
It is the rich environment of resources and people that help Millcreek students to learn, study, understand, and create their own promising future. Whether examining the effects of dental plaque, studying efficient combustion, or knowing how to make water heavier,
the density of the water changes as you add salt, it makes the water thicker.
At Millcreek Elementary, all students emerge as winners.
First place, 5th grade, Quincy Higby.
And even with the technology, the extra teachers and programs, the fact remains different students have differing abilities. The Millcreek Elementary community provides a wealth of support resources to the school, such as reading aids that provide one-on-one time with students in the classroom.
You guys want to read?
Yeah, you have to read.
What happened last time?
Last time, those 2 little kids went to the tree. Went to the mountain.
As well as one-on-one support from community members.
Nurses,
cooks, yes.
We have the volunteers from outside, out in the public. They volunteer and come into the school, and they work with students who are struggling readers, and they volunteer their time. They come in, and they usually a couple of times a week sit down and they work with those students and read with those students, and help them to do better on their DIBELS scores, and also, of course, their reading comprehension.
I had a daughter with learning disabilities, and I gave her a lot of help when she was at this same age for about 4 or 5 years. And she ended up, she just graduated from the University of Utah. And so it was very rewarding to have been able to be involved in helping her get through the hard times. And so when I retired, I decided this would be a great opportunity to maybe help some kids, because as we know, kids are the future of the world.
In addition to regular adult reading coaches in the school, high school and college students also volunteer to help.
Side of the world. Now Possum had never seen the sun.
And when the last bell rings, the books are packed and young feet are headed for the doors, the day is not over at Millcreek Elementary School. After-school programs and volunteers provide a safe environment and activities for students until parents arrive.
There's a camaraderie that develops, and not only that, there's this really unique depth of understanding and compassion that our students have learned, and it is the most important aspect of what we do here is that they develop compassion for other students and other human beings that may be a little bit different, but everybody has kind of a common goal that we're all here to learn and we're all here to grow, and that having them here helps develop that into our students.